this afternoon we're out. This is our last fruit picking as well. We're just getting our pears. This is the last of it for this year, besides a few things in the garden. But as far as fruit goes, this is it. Now they have been ready for a long time. We've eaten them. We just haven't got picked any to preserve. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're just picking about a little more than a 5-gallon bucket. We're going to can them with honey syrup that we make with our honey. And then we use the peelings and the cores, like we do with the apples, for making pear jelly this winter. So check back and you'll see when we do that. Now, these pears that I'm picking right now are Asian pears. They are way different than a regular pear. They look like an apple. They're not as sweet as a regular pear. They are delicious, so we love them. My family loves them. Some people don't love them, just because they're expecting it to taste like a pear and it doesn't really. They never really get soft. If they get soft, that means they're bad. So you actually want to pick them when they're hard, and they actually are ripe when they are hard. So like I said, they're definitely different than your normal pear. Now, pears in general though, when you pick them, you want to pick them when they are a little bit hard, because if you pick them when they're too ripe, they're actually overripe. You know what I mean? I mean, if you pick them when they're ripe, they're going to actually be overripe. So pears are kind of picky. Now over here, this tree, like I said, our other trees we have already picked and we've eaten and, shared and things like that. So these are our last 2 trees that were ready. Now this tree though is more of a regular pear tree, and it is like this. I don't know if it's a Bartlett pear, but it's close to that, if that's not exactly what it is. So these, same thing though, pick them when they are green. I mean, to where you're seeing some fall off, which of course, like I said, these have been ripe for a long time, so we know it's okay. But I'm just saying, if this was earlier in the year, there's a few are starting to fall off and turn yellow. That means that they're pretty much ripe, because then you can pick them and then you want to keep them on your counter for a day or 2, and then they will ripen. And then you can start eating them or processing them. But like I said, it's good to pick them before you're at the stage of processing and eating, because otherwise they could just be too. It's hard to tell from the skin. So okay, well, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm just gonna pick a few more. We already had over here. Come over here. I was just finishing up. So we already had this bucket picked. That's the mixture of the Asian pears and then this tree right here. So I'm not going to pick many more. I'm just going to pick a few more. And like I said, check back on my channel this winter when it's cold out and we process them for the jelly. But also check back, because we will be cutting these up to can them in our honey syrup and making the juice out of the skins and the cores for the apple jelly. Pear jelly, not apple jelly, pear jelly. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.